Let's get to our guests here. First off the bat, real quick, like I mentioned, I have 3 bands from the LA underground that are thriving and just really doing a fantastic job of what it's supposed to be. But I want to introduce you. Hi, Angie Gabrielle?
Yes.
Of Metal Invictus.
Yep.
You are one of those local, independent promoters that are, what I would say, really providing the platform and allowing these bands to have a place to play with your shows. And what I really like about what you do is, aside from really catering to this new generation, this new uprising, because like I mentioned, I don't know if you're aware of this, I was out of touch with this scene. I really just, to the point where like my attention span was nowhere near it, because I mentioned this prior, when the revival of thrash happened a couple of, God, it's already like 10 years now, I was disgusted by it. Bunch of bands really not having the ability to be musicians and really just not taking charge of their creativity, literally lifting band album titles and calling them as their own. And then ignorantly, I went on thinking that, and then certain bands arose that are now growing and blowing up, like I mentioned before, Witch Haven, Filled by Fire, and some others. Don't get pissed off by mentioning. And then now there's this whole revival going on, this whole new scene that really I was out of touch, and you're one of the promoters that give these bands the platform. So I'd like to commend you, because I know, from what I know, you don't do the pay-to-play.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I hate that.
Everyone who works with us at Metal Invictus, because we have a small team, with including Jim Armenta, Josh of Shipmouth Digital, Cesar Escobar, Adrian Mejia, newly.
Adrian Mejia, you know what? Let me mention you real quick. Aside from your eating habits are fucking get over here real quick, man. Your eating habit, what, dude? You want to go? Do you want to walk the path that I'm at with the diabetes and fucking and the you know, everything else? Do you eat like a fuck? Don't get offended, but you eat like I used to eat, and you're just gonna go and here, I'm gonna teach you a word: ensaladas, fucker.
Fuck ensaladas.
But anyways, you've been documenting this scene. I commend you for that. You're from Metal's Warzone.
Yeah. And
you've been documenting this scene as well. Would you agree with the synopsis that I said about the scene coming up?
Totally. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing bands. And Angie, you got the show coming up.
Yes, I do. Yep.
By the way, you talked to my digger too. You got a show coming up. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I got a show coming up on April 6th at the Vex Theater.
The legendary.
Or actually, it's not a theater. It's the Vex Art Center. And it's going to be a good show. We got, it's called Maidens of Metal.
Sexy.
Yeah, it is. We've got like 11 bands set to play, like really, really good bands, like the best that I could find.
11 bands that feature young girls?
Yes. Hey, there's some old girls too.
That's
so
awesome.
everybody.
So old.
Yeah.
Are they divorced? No, just kidding.
Who the hell knows? They're sexy as hell though, so, you know, it's a plus.
Talk to me about the bands, especially the bands that talk to me about the lineup, but also your opinion of the 3 bands that I invited here.
Okay. First of all, when we had started Metal Invictus, we had started almost with, I think with Insentient might have came around.
Amazing band. Amazing band, really.
When we started this.
I just want to say real quick that when I first saw you play, and this goes for all of you, but when I first saw you play, one of the things that really nailed it right on for me was the fact that, I mean, you're very lovely. I mean this in a professional sense. I don't mean it in the dirty old man that I know. But you really let your musicianship do the talking. To the point where, like, if I could forget that you're an attractive female and you're just some awesome fucking guitar player, turn it up, that's a major fucking compliment right there. Because I'm always thinking about shit like that. But your band is incredible. So we'll be talking a bit. Who else is playing, Angie?
We got Harlequin. Harlequin is I don't know how local they are, but you guys are from LA?
Yeah. Love that band.
So yeah, I mean, you know, for girls that rock, I mean, how could you go wrong?
Yeah,
it's really good. They shred. The drummer's awesome. So I mean, it's a no-brainer.
They're very shy too. Look at. I can't wait to get you girls on the microphone. What other band are we talking about?
Syrebris. Wow. Talk about. I don't know how to explain them. They're kind of on another level of progressiveness. And this chick is amazing. Oh my god.
Let me start off by saying that the same thing that I described about Insentient.
Yeah.
Same thing here. You guys really take the progressive death angle to a whole other level where I thought it couldn't be taken anymore. You know, I was really impressed with the musicianship, but what I really like is the fact that you really have creative, very technical song structure where you have gone on and have not fallen in that pit hole where other technical bands fall, which is they become boring. You guys don't do that. You guys really write very creative, entertaining, musically fucking just dominant songs. So I commend you for that as well. Because every time I see a technical band, it's like a fucking 5-minute window for me. Like, I know they're going to bore me. Fucking, it's going to get boring. And no, you know. So I commend you for that. Especially your front woman skills. And again, I'm divorcing my opinion from my dirty old man traits. I really mean that as far as, you know, observing music. Very entertaining. So all three of you are playing together. Wow, what a show.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Who else is on that bill?
We got She-Wolf, which is an all-female tribute to Megadeth.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Megadeth is awesome!
Dave's a dick! Anyway.
He still writes good music.
He's not sexy no more. Alright. Doesn't it feature you guys? Well, you, right? Okay. So Megadeth really moves you that much that you want to...
That was one of my first influences, mainly Marty Friedman. I love that fucking guitar
You have any idea what a prick he is?
I know Dave Mustaine's a jerk, but nonetheless he writes fucking great music.
No, he does. I
Wasn't
can't
aside
say...
from that,
I wish
like,
I could say
he writes
something.
great music.
Yeah.
And I love jamming to that stuff, and so do the other gals that
Right
we're
on.
playing with. So.
Who else is playing?
We got Consume the Fire. That's Nita Strauss of the Iron Maidens.
Oh, wow.
So for me, she's one of the best people in that band. I mean, they're all good, but she stands out more, and her guitaring skills are exceptional in this band. So for me, it's a plus, and she's like super freaking hot, you know, which is.
But you're not supposed to promote that part, or are you?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
you're a woman.
She
here I am.
Look at her skills. I mean,
here I am being so respectful and shit. That's gonna be a bunch
that's so weird.
They're a bunch of redheads that jam, and they're fucking hot.
Yeah,
look at all the dudes are like, oh, what's going on? I really like that show that you did. That's April 6th at the Vex.
Yeah.
I think the real reason why people should come out is come see those three bands that I just mentioned, especially live. Let me ask. And if I could have a rep from each of the bands, when you're playing live, I mean, obviously you really are concentrating on what you're doing, but in the beginning, did you suffer the ignorance of the metal scene from the male perspective, being that, like, when you went up there, they're just fixating on you know, your poop dispenser and not your guitar skills? Or making comments like, oh, chicks are playing? Because, I mean, this has been going on for decades. I remember bands like Girl School, and I could go on and on that, you know, they had to deal with that shit to the point where, like, now they're fucking just concrete and cemented into the metal psyche. But do you find yourself dealing with that then or now? Why don't we start with you real quick? Jump over here, darling. I don't bite.
Is it a move and actually get off my seat? You know what? It's sad to say, but we still experience that. Just recently, we had a show at the Riff House, and a friend of ours was telling us how we were being heckled in the crowd by somebody. And
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
what?
and it's like, to me at this point, I just don't give a shit anymore. It's like
That's
there's always gonna be there's always gonna be somebody who has something to say, and you know, it's like I'm doing what I like. People like our music. You don't like it, just don't listen. Simple as that. So it still happens, and other people little by little are just starting to appreciate the musicianship and don't look at the whole TNA aspect of it. So I'm beyond that at this point. It's just,
are you really? Like, are you immune to it? Is it something that
I don't care anymore, because like I said, it's going to happen regardless, and there's no point of you know, paying any attention to it. So
yeah, that's a
at
good
least
attitude.
that's my attitude towards it.
What about you, darling? Because your band is very technical. Come step up to the mic there, darling. Your band is very technical itself. And do you find yourself in that? Because I know you're married to one of the band members, right? Not to fixate on that. But the reason why I mentioned that is because being that you have your own relationship and then the band relationship, that can be kind of volatile, because musicianship wise, your husband could just, if he was not married to you, would disregard that type of attitude or those comments as, well, whatever, they're idiots. But being that he's your husband, then the emotional, am I hitting on something?
Well, if it ever did escalate to that point, yeah, I mean, it would be, you know, something different. But I mean,
Are you able to divorce yourself from that and
Yeah.
be a musician?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, at the show we got great fans coming out, and we don't really per se have to deal with that often. And I'm
Right.
sure if we ever did, you know,
So you haven't experienced that?
I myself no,
Well, I mean, you don't
Yeah,
know.
I know.
You're not a female.
but with her,
You have not. Have you experienced what I was talking about?
Not so much.
Because I noticed that when you play, this is very interesting for me. When you play, I noticed that all the male guitar players fixate on your skills. Like, wow, this chick is better than me.
I've gotten some really good feedback. I mean, I'm very blessed for that. I mean, you know, but, you know, like Leslie was saying that, you know, you do get the haters, you get people who also, like, they do judge you before you get on stage.
Yeah, I know, I'm one of them.
You know, and I've had some people come up to me, like, after I played, and they say, like, you know what, like, I just thought you were just some chick, and, like, you know, I wasn't really expecting much, and then, whoa, and then I heard you guys play, and then, you know, it was just, like, I don't know, I was just like, wow, like, that's so good to hear, you know, like, my music is speaking rather than, you know, what I look like, you know.
Right.
So,
That's
and
interesting.
that's what I want to do. Like, I want my music to speak. So.
Well, your music does speak, and your performance really, and I mean that from a musicianship standpoint. I've seen musicians like sit there and like in awe, which is kind of flattering at the same time, but at the same time, like, you could tell they're like, wow, this chick jams and I suck. You know what I mean? Let's talk to Harlequin, because it's 4 girls. Have you guys experienced what I just described? Because I was guilty of doing that to you guys when you played at the 5-Star. Oh, wow, there's 4 hot chicks going up. Look how young they look. And I was drooling like a fucking wolf looking at a chicken coop. And then when you started jamming, that went away. I was like, wow, these girls fucking jam. But have you experienced that?
Not so much anymore. I mean, of course, when people hear, oh, there's an all-girl band, they probably suck, you know, assuming that girls are the lesser experience when it comes to like playing metal, especially an extreme genre like metal.
Right.
You know, we've gotten crazy comments. I think one of my personal favorites is, Harlequin is just a bunch of cholas that are trying to play metal.
Bunch of cholas?
I mean, we'll get things like that, or like, you know, like Victoria was saying, like, people will say, like, oh, you know, before you guys got on stage, you know, we just thought you guys were just a bunch of girls, like, trying to look cute playing, you know, metal. And then we go on, and then we play, do our thing, and then, you know, afterwards, people are actually, like, you know, impressed, or, you know, they'll compliment us.
Right.
We're very shy when it comes to people coming up, like, they'll say, oh, you guys are really good, and we'll be like, no, we weren't. But, but we haven't had to deal with that so much anymore. Now it's I think a lot more female bands have been coming out, so now it's becoming the norm, you know, and whereas before it wasn't as common, so it was very easy to get ridiculed, very easy to get shunned, you know.
Yeah, I can imagine. Not only that, but you know what's very interesting is the fact that there are a lot of female musicians that are really good, but they tend to just not be able to get together with the camaraderie of the musicians because of the ignorance, especially here in Los Angeles with the metal community. You know, would you agree with that? You know, so April 6th, make sure you check out and go see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna actually start playing some of your tunes here. This block consists of all 3 of these great bands. You know, for every underground scene, there is a subterranean, rebellious underground beneath it that truly keeps the integrity of what being underground is. And these 3 bands really do display that aspect of it. And those are my words, and I live by that. So let's listen to these 3 great bands on the only real subversive underground station, KDC.com.